So, for fans of Valorant, I'm sure you guys are getting a little bit excited because the team behind the game have just announced that Valorant will be switching to Unreal Engine 5 and will be finally adding some new features that people have been waiting for very soon. Now, what does it mean when there's an engine upgrade from Unreal Engine 4 to now the Unreal Engine 5? Well, it can mean a lot of things. There could be massive revamps to the gameplay, the gunplay, the overall experience to make it a lot more, just overall, more improved. Now, of course, this could come with, I worry that it could come with a little bit of backlash because some people prefer how the game is already and don't want massive changes that could overhaul it to a point that it feels unfamiliar. But the shift to Unreal Engine 5 marks a significant technological leap for Valorant, which has been running on the Unreal Engine 4 since its beta launch in 2020. It's scheduled to roll out very soon in late July, and this engine upgrade is designed to be somewhat seamless. Riot has assured players that while the game's visual identity and the gameplay will remain familiar, there will be improvements under the hood that will include things like better frame rate performance, faster patch downloads, and while Riot Games hasn't really detailed what exactly these things are yet, we are looking at perhaps things that are going to be visual overhauls, the upgrade potentially opening the door to enhance character models, animation quality, and overall fidelity in future patches. And players can log in during the patch to receive a commemorative gun buddy to mark the transition. Another major feature that will finally make its way to Valorant is the replay system, which is also arriving in September for PC, with console support to follow very soon. Initially, the replays will allow players to review recent competitive matches, offering a valuable tool for gameplay analysis, content creation, and identifying suspicious behavior if you need to make those type of reports. Riot Games has also hinted at expanding replay functionality beyond competitive mode over time. This system has been one of the most requested features by the community, and it's expected to have a meaningful impact on both player improvement and cheating moderation. In addition to the engine and replay features, a brand new map is arriving with the patch later this month. It will be available in competitive mode immediately. To ease the transition even, Riot is temporarily reducing rank rating losses by 50% on the new map during its first 2 weeks in the rotation, allowing players to learn the layout and strategies with less risk to their ranking. Of course, these games they're very sweaty, they're very competitive, so players will be complaining about this. And it's good that they kind of anticipated that. And finally, in response to the community concerns about smurfing and account abuse, which if you guys don't know, smurfing just simply means a really good player making a new account, right? And basically matchmaking with new players and taking advantage of them competitively. Riot is implementing a multi-factor authentication, or MFA for short, and enhancing reporting tools. Players will soon be able to report accounts that exploit matchmaking systems or manipulate rank progression. Pretty transformative for Valorant, and one that I definitely am excited for. I'm someone who hasn't played much Valorant, only through private match or custom match. I always download the game, ironically, from time to time, just to see if they have, 2v2 modes, modes for smaller groups of friends that I can play with. But I find myself never finding just the right mode or the right custom settings, so I kind of shelf the game. And I jump back to it from time to time because I do like, hero shooters. And Valorant, I know, is a good hero shooter, but one that can often feel far too much for me because I'd rather have something a little bit more simplified. But that's just my personal take. If you are someone who plays Valorant passionately, what do you think of these revamped upgrades and changes to the game, being that it's going to be transitioning completely to Unreal Engine 5? Do you think the changes will affect the overall experience, or do you think it's much needed and it's long overdue? Do let me know. Would love to hear from you guys right here on the Evening Buzz. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more news and highlights from the world of entertainment right here on the Evening Buzz. Stay tuned.